Hello and welcome back to Art with Mrs. Hudson. Today we are going to create a woven heart. There are very few materials needed to do this, so you need 2 half sheets of paper in 2 different colors, or if you don't have colorful paper, remember we can always make our paper colorful by adding color to it. And then I've provided a stencil, so you can use the stencil to do this, or if you do not have the stencil, you can do it all on your own. So if you have a stencil, you can clip your stencil on to your 2 pieces of paper, making sure that the bottom is lined up, or the top. It doesn't really matter which side, but you want to pick one end and make sure that it's evenly connected either at the top or the bottom. I'm actually going to slide mine up. It doesn't matter. So then what you're going to do is you are going to start out by cutting your lines using the stencil and stopping about 3 inches from the top of the paper. So on the stencil I did mark it, but if you do not have your stencil, we're just going to eliminate that piece, and you're going to create 4 spaces across your paper. So my suggestion to you would be to use a pencil and a ruler to do this. If you have a ruler, you can measure and figure out where the center of your page is, and then you're going to mark it halfway between the middle and the outsides to make 4 strips of paper. So if you have a ruler, then you want to create a straight line going up about 3 inches. You could measure if you really want. So you could make a little light mark, and then you would do your last strip. Okay. So once I have my lines drawn, it is nice to use a paper clip. So if you happen to have a paper clip handy or a way to connect your papers together, it makes it easier because you could do them all at one time. So you still want to connect them together. So then we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut along the lines. So remember, we are just using a half of a sheet of paper. You could use a full sheet of paper if you wanted to. And then basically we're going to just cut the corners off of our paper. Now, if you only cut them straight, it might look a little bit awkward, but it will still look like a heart when you're done. So if you curve it, it'll just make it look more like a heart. So we're just going to curve the tops and cut. So now we have a curved edge. I feel like I cut more off one side, so I'm going to even it out a little bit. All right, so once you have your 2 pieces, you're going to take them, you're going to put them next to each other. Look at that. See, if we put one on top of the other, it already looks like a heart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to alternate. We're going to go pink on top, red on the bottom. Then we're going to lift a red, put the pink underneath, lift the other red, put the other pink underneath. And then the next one, we'll start with the red on top and the pink will be on the bottom for the first. Then we're going to take the other piece of paper for red and bring that paper up on top. And then our next one, we're going to put the red on the bottom first. And then we will bring the red on the top next. Red on the bottom, red on the top. Last one, pink on the bottom, red on the top. And voila, you have a woven paper heart. And no glue necessary. So all you need is paper and scissors If you have glue and you want to, you can glue these pieces together, but they actually stay together quite nicely once you have them woven together. So you could display your heart however you choose.